Let's go down to Philwood with Ian Desmond, and a former pretty good shortstop himself. In fact, so good he was the American League Rookie of the Year in 1960 with Ian and Phil and Ron Hansen. Phil?
Thanks, Johnny. You know, when a rookie breaks in and is handed a starting job right off the bat, it creates a lot of stress. And we've got a couple of guys with us today who've been through that. One this year with the Nationals, Ian Desmond, and one 50 years ago with the Baltimore Orioles, Ron Hansen. And we'll start off with Ron. 50 years ago, handed a starting job by the Orioles, a club that ended up in contention that year. How much stress was there?
Well, it was not a lot of stress when you're playing. It's stressful after 50 years, just thinking about it.
Well, Ian, in terms of your case, they gave you the job in spring training. You've certainly played well enough to keep the job on a daily basis, but have you felt stress along the way?
No, you know, I love playing baseball, and you know, it's just what I do. I just go out there and I just play every night, and you know, whatever happens at the end of the day happens.
Well, Ron, when you broke in, you had the luxury of looking to your right and seeing a future Hall of Famer in Brooks Robinson playing third base. You've got Ryan Zimmerman to your right. How much easier has that made the job?
Well, let me tell you, it's a whole lot easier when you got somebody over there you know is going to cut off about half of those balls when you go to your right. So it's always great to have to field with great guys and have people over there that you know are going to kind of cover a little ground for you.
Absolutely, the same exact thing. You know, going to your right, it cuts down half the balls you have to get to your right, so it gives you more opportunity to go to the left. It's just nice to see somebody over there that's sure-handed. You know, you get to watch him every day, go about his business, and you know, it's just great.
The offensive side of things has worked out very well for you. 22 home runs as a rookie in a big ballpark in Baltimore. You've hit the ball extremely well. You've got the nice short stroke to the ball now. Is that aspect of it come a little sooner than you thought, or has it been any easier?
It's definitely not easy. It's something I work at every day, and you know, I'm glad that finally at the end of the season, you know, I'm starting to get to where I really wanted to be. But yeah.
I think that I hit a whole lot of home runs at the beginning, and that year I got some good pitches to hit. Pitchers made a few mistakes, and I've watched Ian play quite a bit, and he's going to get some pitches to hit sooner or later, and he's going to hit some home runs too.
Well, the obvious thing that people look at you, Ian, is that your error total has been fairly high this season. You also had a fairly high error total your rookie season, yet all the veterans say it actually gets easier as you go along. You get a little more relaxed in the field. Have you found that's the case, Ian?
Absolutely. You know, just throughout the year I've learned to slow things down a little bit more. I started playing a little deeper in the infield, give myself a little bit more time to react and make some better decisions.
What about you, Ron?
I think it helps too to know hitters a little bit after you've played a year in the league, and you feel more comfortable playing. You know what your pitchers are going to throw and what kind of stuff they have, and I think it does get easier as you go along.
Well, you managed to play for 15 years in the major leagues. This is your first full season. Something to shoot for.
Absolutely. 15 years would be great.
Thanks, Ron. Thanks, Ian.
Been my pleasure.
Back to you, Johnny.